What's up? What's up, guys? How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Yeah, everyone's whining about Subex. I'm also whining about Subex. I'm like, what the fuck happened? It's a very weird result. If you read between the lines, it's very weird. We'll talk about it. We'll just wait for people to uh, come online. It's actually a very weird result. That's what I'm going to talk about today. Okay. So we'll just wait for people to join and we'll begin. Okay. Awesome. 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 By the way, I'll be uploading another video today. It's a quick video about gold for all the people. A lot of people are asking me about gold, this gold, that gold. So I'm just going to upload a quick video about physical gold, digital gold, SGB, ETF, what to do. Yes, everything, everything. Uh, it's a part of the personal finance series because a lot of people like today are confused about gold. So I'll just set it up for today. The video is ready. I'm just waiting for the thumbnail, and after that, I think by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, normal time, apna, I'll upload it. I'll keep it for premiere around 7, 8 o'clock. Cool. The best part was I remember I put one. Um, remember last video I put for premiere? Someone started abusing me for that, dude. They're like, "Why you putting it on premiere? Why don't you just what do you call that? Why don't you just upload it?" How to tell them that people get free only in the evening, so they want to peacefully sit and watch. Subex going down, any advice? Okay, I want to ask a question to all the people for all the people who have seen the Subex thing going down. First of all, how many of you all know why it's going down? First, I want to ask, this is like a good fundamental question for everyone to learn. How many of you all know why it's going down? Bad result, board meeting, high employee benefit expense, cyclical, EPS, ESOP, result estimates bad, EPS down, EPS down. Okay. Okay. How many of you all think results are bad and how many of you all think results were good? Okay, most of you all think it's bad. Good. Now, can someone tell me what was bad in the result? Like who identified what was bad? If someone has gone through that result document, can someone tell me who found out that it was bad? I mean, how are you saying it's bad? And for the people who said good, I want to say how you're saying it's good. The question is for all the people who said bad, why did you say bad? Like, if you have read the result, there's a reason why it is showing bad, right? So, why is it bad for all the people who have gone through it? Okay, okay. Talking about Subex. Okay, some of you all have actually gone through it, then that's good. Um, someone said other income has gone down quite drastically, right? Employee benefit expense has gone up. Okay, one sec. Cool. So we'll discuss that. I'm just waiting for one more minute and we'll discuss all of this. Yeah. Cool. This is going to be quite interesting for a lot of people now. Boom, they're going to. This is going to be nice. Okay. Chalo, are you guys ready? Do you want to talk about the Subex result? Now, for all the people, okay, now there were, okay, now if you guys have a PC or you're walking through it, you are seeing page 3, which says statement of Subex financial profit and loss result. The employee benefit expense has gone up quite significantly from last quarter. So let's look at it one by one, okay? Last quarter result was 5 5.75 crores was the revenue from operations, and the current quarter result was 3 times more, which is 15 crores. Last year it was 5 crores, this year it was 15 crores. Correct? All of you check this? Yes, all of you check this. Last year it was 5 crores, this year it was 15 crores. Okay. Then we see other income, not other income, but it is something called a share of profit from limited liability partnerships, is only 1.29 crores. But last year it was 7.5 crores. It's gone down by 7 times. Correct? It's gone down quite drastically, right? Very, very steep fall. Okay. Then if you keep going down, you'll see our employee benefit expense, which is actually 1.55 crores, and then last quarter it was 8 crores. This year it's become almost 11 crores. Now, because of all this, your net profit before tax has gone down to 2.67 crores versus last quarter's 9 crores, right? And the EPS has gone down to 0.05 from 0.17 of last quarter. How many of you all agree to what I said just now? Correct? This was what was there. The EPS fell from 0.17 to 0.05. Okay, beautiful. By the way, guys, do you all know that you were all looking at the wrong result? Can someone tell me why? It's very interesting. Yeah. Quickly, if you do, you guys all looked at the standalone result on page 3. The consolidated result, which is the overall company's result, which includes all their international entities as well, is on page 7. That is what we need to read. Why are you reading India's result when it's a tech company doing a lot of exports? Interesting. Interesting. This is called panicking in the stock market. Now, I'm not saying result is good or bad. No, 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 no. I'm not saying it's still gone down by 12%. Yes, I agree it's gone down by 12%. But that was not the real result. Do you guys know that? Do you guys know that the entire yearly result of Subex last time was how much? 370 crores. Remember, revenue was 370 crores, yearly revenue. Then how can the revenue in one quarter be 20 crores? Doesn't make sense, no? So when you see a revenue of 15 crores for the quarter, how can it make sense? Because they made last time 300 crores. Plus they're an IT company, tech company, which have majority of their business outside India, not inside India. Yes? Okay. Now, first you understood what is the difference between watching standalone and watching consolidated. Okay, now let's go to consolidated and see what happened here. That is the main thing, correct? Yes. Subex has still gone down 12%. Now let's look at why and what has happened. Okay, let's do that. Beautiful. That's what I'm like. Everyone's saying EPS gone down to 0.05 from 0.17, and the employee benefit expense has gone up quite drastically. And I'm like, I've seen a different result. You've seen a different result. Either way, now let us look at the consolidated revenue. Cool, awesome. Now, if you look at consolidated revenue, now I'm only going to do last June to this June comparison, okay? Not quarter on quarter. I'm going to do last quarter to this quarter. Now, according to last time's quarter, which was 2020 June 30th quarter, they made 89 crores in revenue. But this quarter, they made 87 crores in revenue. Okay. Right? 89 crores last time, this time 87 crores. So we are down by 2 crores. Okay? But another interesting thing to look here, which I'm going to read little soon now, There are two things in revenue. One is revenue from operations and one is other income. Revenue from operation last time was 88 crores, but this time is 80 crores, down by 8 crores. But this time 6.7 crores other income has come, whereas last time it was not even 1 crore. So this time 6 crores other income has come. And other income, what I say, always look at what other income is. We have to know whether it's only for this quarter or is it a recurring other income. So that is something that we will go through slowly, and one by one we will go down and figure out what is this other income. Either way, this year's income is 87. Last quarter, last year's income was 89. So either way, we are down 2 crores. Agreed? Now, let's look at employee benefit expense, which is their biggest expense. Why? Because it's a tech heavy company. Last quarter, their employee benefit was 45 crores and this time it is 51 crores. Right? I so wish I had video where I could share this and show you. Yeah, last time it was 45 crores, this time it's 51 crores. So it's gone up by 6 crores. Okay, employee benefit expense gone up by 6 crores for a loss in revenue, which is not bad, which is not good, right? Not bad means not good. Finance expense, finance cost. Last quarter was 11 crore, this quarter was 4 crore. So no finance cost. Depreciation has gone down, but again, depreciation is a cash flow, it's a normal expense which won't be added. Other expenses remains constant. Last quarter and this quarter exactly same. 13 crores is other expense. Finally, we come to profit before tax. Profit before tax is 20 crores. Last time was 25 crores. So we're down 5 crores now. Got it? We're still down 5 crores. Then you go down to net profit. Your tax has gone from all this. We paid a lot of tax this year. 6 crores tax is gone. Total net profit for this period, okay, for this quarter is 13 crores. Last time it was 15 crores, right? This year 13 crores, last time 15 crores. Okay, so totally we're still at loss of 2 crores. Then there is something else known as other comprehensive income that has been added this year. 1.5 crores of other weird income has been added this year, which is basically the net difference gain between translation of foreign operations, right? Something that has happened in the foreign operations, 1.5 crores has been added. So finally, the total income of this quarter is 14.9 crores. Okay, and last quarter it was 14.7 crores. Last quarter it was 14.97 crores. This time it is 14.9 crores. So weirdly enough, the final profit at the end of this quarter is more profitable than last year's quarter. Right? EPS last quarter was 0.28. This quarter it is 0.25. Okay. So it's not 0.05, it's 0.25. Now, we have done this, but that is not the real outlook of this stock. The real outlook is, why did the revenue go down by 8 crores? From last quarter to this quarter, we should always be going up, correct? Always we should be going up. Why did it not? What is that 8 crores? Where is the difference of 8 crores? Number one. And number two, what is this other income of 6 crores? Two questions are there. Other income of 6 crores, and where did that 8 crores go? Right now, 8 crores for a company that's making 30 crores is quite a big amount. It's not a small amount, right? So we have to see that. Now I'm just checking. I'm going to the notes and I'm checking in notes if there is anything else that is coming up for, if they've given a justification for other income. Okay, I'm just checking that. Okay. Okay. I'm just checking if there's any justification given to it. No. So there is no justification given to other income, right? And no justification given to why the revenues dropped by 8 crores from last quarter. Correct? Two things. Revenues dropped by 8 crores from the last quarter, right? But also the other income went up. Now see the confusion part, not confusion. Now see the other part. Remember, you guys all saw the first standalone result, right? Standalone result, 5.75 crores went up quite drastically from 5 crores to 15 crores. What does this tell you? Standalone result showed 5 crores to 15 crores jump. 10 crores extra has been added in this quarter. That tells you that in India, they've got a new client who's giving now more than, I mean, India revenue has come up from 5 to 15. But the global revenue, which is their significant amount of revenue, has gone down by 8 crores in total. Correct? Contract broken, what has happened, we don't know yet because this is just the result that's come out. Now, how many of the people in the market do you think would have seen that first page 3, seen that result dip and sold off their shares today? Quite a bit, right? Many. If most of y'all can get confused like that, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people. Now, fundamentally, something is wrong with respect to 8 crores. It should not go down. I always like companies that keep going down, keep going up with respect to the revenue, not something that is going down. Correct? It has to keep going up. So that is something that I'm trying to understand. No, point 15 note is fine. Point 15 note basically says that was even there in the news, Shrikant, where Subex got some loan relief of 6 crores in May 2020. They got a loan waiver due to COVID in US, not in India. This is in US. So now, now I'll ask you guys another question. Okay, we're all learning here. I'll ask you guys another question. Now we know from the consolidated result that revenue dipped by 8 crores, but then somehow other income went up by 6 crores. So actually the difference was only 2 crores, but we don't know what other income is yet, right? That is cheating in my opinion. We should know what other income is. Now I don't know about this right now because they've just released this thing. Now you guys tell me, where can I come to know about this? Where can I come to know and understand? Value picker also people won't know. How will people on value picker know if the company is not told only Q? Why, what, how? Con call. Yes. So companies do this conference call. Okay. Companies do conference call after the result to tell people what is happening. Right? Now, when is the conference call? The conference call is tomorrow, 10th August 2021 at 3 to 4 p.m. Just before our market talk, 3 to 4 p.m. is the conference call. The dial-in number is also given to everyone, right? There's a dial-in number also given to everyone. So anyone can just log in and sit and ask. Got it? जिसको पूछना है, who want to either ask or want to just sit and listen to it, you can do whatever you want over there. So I would suggest, and I'm pretty sure someone will ask this question saying, why did you have a revenue drop? Because it is the most basic thing that we see right now, right? So we need to understand why this is happening. Right now, if the revenue has dropped by 8 crores and it's a really big problem, maybe we don't know, right? We're just assuming that it is not a problem. What if it is a very big problem? And we don't know about this, right? So we need to know if it is a very big problem and if it's fundamentally something wrong, then we must exit. No emotions, right? I've told this from day one. Whatever it is, even if it's your favorite stock in the stock market, you cannot be emotional. You have to be logical. So if it is fundamentally wrong, we will remove our and stake whatever it is, book our profits, and then get out, right? But if it's not a fundamental issue and if it's something that they explain that no, don't worry, this is not a big problem, in fact our next quarter the result will be even better, right? Then it is again a different issue, right? So we don't know, we cannot take a call today. So that is why we should not panic today. We have to wait for another day. Tomorrow tak panic karenge. Tomorrow if it's bad, see, today no point getting out. Even if you want to get out, you can't, right? So we have to wait for one more day and we will see what happens tomorrow. Simple. Simple logic. No, whenever the result comes, you should not go buy, right? Unless you have analyzed the result completely and you have found out something that no one's found out. Now, from this result, we first of all know that it's not a very, very bad result, not worth 12% dip result. So that means the market slightly has overcorrected. I agree to that. थोड़ा बहुत overcorrection हुआ है market में. Okay. But I still don't have justification for that 8 crores, which I want to know tomorrow. So uske liye we will come to know, we will figure out what is going to happen, right? So let's see about that. कल पता चलेगा, अभी नहीं. अभी no point breaking your head and trying to realize, oh my god, what is happening, oh my god this, oh my god that. No point. Correct? So relax karo. Don't worry about it. Okay. Now, what else? Yeah, everything's going down. The mid cap sector itself is going down, guys, today. So the entire mid cap, what do you call that? How to explain? So entire mid cap region, I mean mid cap region, it seems entire mid cap is going up. Only Lotus went up today. Deepak also went up today. I don't know whether you guys saw that. Lotus went up today. Deepak went up today. What else? Did our thousand small case went up today? Where's my 30,000 small case? 30,000 small case went up today. My own personal small case fell down today. I'm so sad. My ATH2 has gone down by almost 4% now. But it's okay. I'm not stressing. Do you see me stressing? No, because we're playing long game. We're not playing short game, right? Got it? Got it, got it, got it. So it's okay. Today was the rebalance for ATH2. Today was the rebalance. So no issues on that. What the fuck is ATH? ATH is all time high. All time high is basically either way, it's fine. Okay, so you guys understood, right? So everything, so the our small cases have gone up. My personal small case went down a little bit because I have other stocks also. This is the 1 lakh small case, so that went down a little bit. Other things are also correcting. My small cap stocks are also correcting. My PIX transmission also corrected today at 4% down. Quite disappointed with that. So it's okay. It's okay. It's consolidating now. Poor thing. बहुत rally हो गया इसका. Yeah. So some new stuff we will see now. Now we are in that phase of life where everything is consolidating a little bit. We're in that phase of time where everything has to relax and chill a little bit before the next rally happens, right? अभी थोड़ा relax time है. सब आराम से relax करो. Our core stocks are still good. For example, Happiest Mind still doing well. Laura's doing well. Deepak doing well. Um, and we're looking at core stocks, right? So all of these ones are doing quite well. Consolidation is boring, yes, but let's see. Viber Global definitely correcting, but not an issue because if you looked at their financials and everything else, they're doing really well. So they will definitely go up in the future. So I'm not worried about Viber so much. They have a unique proposition. Dixon's also consolidating. Dixon's consolidating from a very long time. It's consolidating from March. It's just chilling. Prince Pipes is not our core stock. Prince Pipes is not a core stock. This is a Prince Pipe is a nice bet we're taking on the future. It's not a core stock, but it's good. Definitely, it'll be much more than what it is right now. So let's see what else. I'm just checking. Rolex rings came out today, no, with their IPO, 29% up. I remember a lot of people. क्या हुआ था ये? Do you know that Glenmark का IPO आया था? Glenmark Life Sciences IPO. So many people kept trying to buy it and all that. It bloody went in loss. Listing gains भी नहीं हुआ उन लोग को. Right? So that is what people who always think that everything is awesome. It actually went down. Even though the company is good. Even though the company is good. That's the beauty of the stock market that no one can predict. Even though the company was down, even Birla Soft is consolidating right now. Everything's consolidating. What happened to Tata? Tata Galaxy. Tata's also consolidating. From July to now, it is consolidating. 1 month full consolidation is going on for Tata also. So everything is consolidating. No, I'm talking about Alexi, right? So very interesting. When do you think Happiest Minds will correct? I have no idea. I don't know why it's not correcting, to be honest. It's not like the result was extremely amazing. Even though the result was not extremely amazing, it didn't correct. It's still at such a high price. It's very high actually. It's at 142 PE ratio. It is mad. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's okay. But we're finding, we'll keep finding, don't worry, we'll keep finding some new stocks that are going up. We'll keep finding some undervalued stocks. So no stress on that. Right? Slowly we'll find some new ones. So not an issue at all. In fact, there was someone, I remember on my weekend research session, there was someone like, why are you doing research on stocks that have already gone up? Why aren't you doing research on stocks that have not gone up? How to tell people that I cannot predict the market? If I knew which stocks are going up, would I be sitting here and doing YouTube videos? Matlab, what is that logic? And how to tell them that, boss, I have shown stocks that have gone up so much, but people who have bought it have bought it. People who have not bought it have not bought it. Happiest went up, Subex went up, Loris went up, Deepak went up, Explio did its rally. Now how to explain to now people want to comment right now and then tell them that, you know what, अभी बता दो, अभी एक स्टॉक बता दो जो कल ऊपर जाएगा. It's not that easy. It's not that easy, right? So we will check now. Two things for us very important for our small case this month. Two things to check very important is tomorrow's conference call. What is going to happen? Number one, right? Tomorrow's conference call पे क्या होने वाला है? And number two, आरती surfactants का result आने वाला है. What is going to happen to that also? Looking at both this result and that result, we will take a call. Got it? But Aarti did go up in the last 5 days. If you have noticed, it went from 1,400 to 1,700. I don't know how many of you all saw that rally, but it did go up a little bit. But that's nothing compared to how much it should be going up. So let's see. Yeah. 10th August is the audited result. So tomorrow. See, Laksh is also here. Laksh, any stock that we should be looking at as well? Laksh is also good at finding some nice undervalued stocks. Kirloskar Industries. Okay, let's check this. लक्ष्य स्टेज पे आएगा. Kirloskar Industries is what Laksh is saying. Laksh, do you want to come and say why it's good? One sec, I'm just getting Laksh on stage. Which Kirloskar? There are a lot of Kirloskars actually. Okay, I think Kirloskar Industries, he said Industries, right? Okay, let me check Kirloskar Ferros. Kirloskar Ferros was there on my watch list a long time ago. Really long time. What is this? It's just going up and up and up and up. From a long term perspective. Net sales also up. Year on year, everything's up. Okay, let me see the results. Revenue, yes, little fluctuating, but net profit is beautiful. EPS is beautiful. ROE is beautiful. Yeah, looks nice, Laksh. Laksh, you're talking about Kirloskar Industries or Ferrous?
Hello, hi Shashank, how are you? I'm talking about Kirloskar Industries. The CMP is around 1500 rupees.
Kirloskar Industries, it's 1,500.
Yeah.
That
It
one,
has.
right? But it's corrected like crazy right now. Hello?
Hello, voice clear?
Yeah.
Hello. Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
I know it corrected a lot, but again, if you just check now, it's still under its book value right now. And also from a non-profitable company, it's now being a profitable company. Also, it's expanding towards its iron metal side. Again, if you consider the metal super cycle trend, I think so. Kirloskar Industries again can be re-rated. Because still the book value is above 1700 rupees.
Understood. Understood. What else? Which other
Also,
ones?
also quarter on quarter there is growth. Again, year on year there's massive growth. But again, last year we'll just try to avoid. But even quarter on quarter from the last 3 quarters, we have seen growth even this quarter. This quarter again been some sort of lockdown in the whole India. So still, yeah.
Hmm.
So I expect still quarter two of this year and quarter of the next year will also be super good.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Which other stocks are you looking at? Hello.
Yeah, I'm also
Which
looking
which
at Sadri Industries. Sadri Industries compared to its peers looks to me undervalued.
Yeah, I think this is something we also found in one of the weekend research. It
Oh
came
yeah,
under the screen. Yeah, it looks nice, no?
yeah. Compared to its peers, it really looks so much undervalued to me.
Hmm. I'll check this out as well. I found Sayadri, Finotex, Finochem, Finotex. I'm not sure which one was it. A few ones. Really good. What about Balaji Amines? Hmm.
See, the problem with all these amine stocks now, they rose a lot because of the raw material increasing power. Now, I'm not sure
Correct.
that the increasing power of these raw materials is going to sustain in future. If let's say tomorrow the raw material cost गिर जाता है ना, then again the same thing happens. IOL chemicals is going to happen. Even IOL chemicals rose a lot because of raw material incremental prices rise.
Correct.
The same thing is happening with all these amine stocks. Alkia Mines, Balaji Mines, all the three stocks. I guess the three stocks. Because the raw
Mm-hmm.
material is increasing a lot, even they are increasing. Now I'm not sure it's just sustainable or not. If it is sustainable, then it's well and good. That's the whole point.
What else are you seeing? Something like from a long-term perspective. Is something else on your radar from a very long-term perspective or a very bullish perspective right now?
From a long term perspective, I look at sale to be very honest. I think so.
Sale.
Sale has a potential to go to 400 rupees.
Why though? Everyone's looking at sale, dude. Literally everyone's looking at sale. Why so?
I am actually having some 65 rupees. See the whole again sale back then. It was so much highly leveraged company, right? Sale back then, but now they are just use all these increased steel prices to just deleverage the balance sheet a lot. Now, if you check they have actually reduced the borrowing to 50%. So tomorrow, let's say कि steel के price वापस गिर जाते हैं, all these things happen, right?
Yeah.
But still, the savings which is having on the interest cost, now that's gonna have a lot. Sale used to pay more than 1,000 crores as interest only. Now they're not gonna pay 1,000 crores as interest, right? So still
Hmm.
the EBITDA margins are gonna be the same.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it.
But other steel companies का ये सीन नहीं हुआ है. But sales having all these things over here. Although sale we all know it's a value buy because it is actually undervalued compared to its peers. But
Sure.
because of this whole play which I'm talking about कि यार मुना पे बहुत चीजें कम कर दिया है. That's the whole play.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
In steel I like the sale only. Okay, we can say Tata Steel is a very good growth stock. But again all these prices are so stretched up.
But again, steel and all is again a cycle, no?
Yeah,
Again,
exactly.
it's
It's a
not
cyclical
just.
play. Yeah.
Hmm. That's one issue that's happening with all these cyclical stocks. That's why I'm betting more on IT stocks, dude. वो आराम से
Yeah,
grow होता
IT
है.
stocks, there was this stock, yeah, I forgot this. Persistent systems is really good.
Persistent systems award. One second. Let me check.
Even Mastech has a really good future in IT stocks. Even Mastech is really good.
Which one?
Mastech.
Yes, yes. Mastech is something that we are also. Yeah, persistent looks very good, dude. Very good EPS growth, very good earnings growth.
We have been having persistent since I guess 15 rupees. अभी तो डबल हो गया है.
हाँ अभी तो डबल हो गया है. तो ऐसा सब लेट क्यों बोलते हैं हम लोग को ये सब?
I actually came here after a long time.
You always tell us late stuff. Every time I have noticed. So for all the people who don't know, so Laksh was my teaching assistant in the Pro League. Basically, he was also like the co-professor while teaching people about different things with respect to the Pro League. So he got a full first-hand experience. I think he's been a part of two Pro Leagues, if I'm not wrong. Um, like first pro league he came little in the second half, and then the second pro league he did really well. So he has a wealth of information, and he also keeps track of the stock market almost on a daily basis. So at that point, they used to not tell me, by the way. A lot of people used to chit chat on Discord, find good stocks, and it used to rally up. And when I used to come after 1 week, they used to be like, see, we found the stock, but it went up and it rallied, which is damn mean. Why you do
But
that?
now, I guess you're talking about Viber Global, right? Even I feel like Viber Global is now rather discounted. People are trying to ignore the Viber Global ka whole business model. I think so. Viber Global has a potential from here to rise a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Viber Global has, I mean, looking at
Yeah.
how their business model has evolved also, no? And how they're getting a lot of monopoly plays. Like they're just going abroad
Hmm.
to different countries and getting amazing margins. मतलब देखने लायक रहेगा. That's what I would say. It would be good to watch. Awesome. Thank you, Laksh. See, people are asking when is the next Pro League, Laksh.
That only you can say.
No idea, boss. No idea. But if there is a next Pro League, then Laksh only will come to help me. Even though he's very busy right now. Awesome. Chalo, thank you, Laksh. Thank you for coming. Yeah. Awesome. Chalo, guys, that's it for today's session. Good research. So finally, people understood now that it's not that easy to go read. What do you call that? It's not that easy to go read a document, right? You thought that it's um, what do you call that? You thought when it comes to anything related to, say, for example, your what do you call that? You read standalone and you think it's the correct one. It's not the correct one. So for just informing everyone over here, please don't read stuff like that. It's not right. आराम से थोड़ा panic कम करके read करो and you will see it more clearly. Again, I would say, oh shit, was that today, Davneet? Arey yaar, you should have reminded me. I wanted to. Okay, let's do it tomorrow. Sorry. Tomorrow we'll do Anthony waste analysis. Sorry, Davneet, I forgot about it completely today. So tomorrow Davneet is going to do Anthony waste analysis. So I'm going to put the session right now and keep it for 4:30 p.m. tomorrow. Got it? Awesome. Yeah, Subex is important because I think everyone is panicking, like tripping completely, saying, "Oh my God, ये क्या हो गया? 12% गिर गया." किसी ने result भी नहीं देखा ठीक से. But it's okay. Either which way, the market has corrected a bit too much, in my opinion. So let's see. Yeah, it's not supposed to correct so much the way it's corrected right now. So देखते हैं. Chalo, let's see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye guys. You can continue chatting if you want. See you guys.